medicine man, an Indian who lived off the land where the eagle.
Festival that's ending this Friday. So I hope to see a lot of you out there. And of that are going on Friday.
Oh, Friday.
Come see the Nevada Film Festival this Friday. Sign up. There's still room.
But the amazing, phenomenal actor, Nicole Vegas, and we have our special guest again back today. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Victor.
How you pronounce your name? Nicole again?
Migalchan.
Lord, I was a medicine man who lived off the land where the eagle flies high in the sky, deer and the buffalo gray. Lord, I came from the Cherokee tribe in a land called USA, a land called USA. Lord, I was a medicine man, holy Cherokee brave, fell in love with a Choctaw squad, but Choo took her away. He killed them all, he made them pay, lying face down in their grave. Low died a holy medicine.
Hey, it's Rise and Shine in Las Vegas. Good morning, guys.
Yeah. Good morning,
Hello.
everyone. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good
How are you guys doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm looking forward to the Nevada Film Festival that I will be attending this Friday. So I hope to see a lot of you out there and the support of the festivities that are going on, especially Move Me No Mountain, which I got a small speaking
It's
role.
Saturday, right?
Friday.
Oh, Friday.
Come see the Nevada Film Festival this Friday. Sign up. There's still room.
Yes. By the way, that is Nicole Vegas, the beautiful, amazing, phenomenal actor, Nicole Vegas, and we have our special guest again back today. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Victor.
How you pronounce your name? Nicole again?
Migalchan.
I'm sorry, I'm Filipino.
That's okay. I'm used to that. Yeah.
So thank you for coming back.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure when we met the first time, and that was very exciting when you invited us back. It's always a pleasure.
Aw.
I've been following Victor with his progress with working with the children, and I seen that you were doing a photo op with them.
Oh yes, we do it all the time. We have two main shows for the kids which we develop. I mentioned about those last time. On air is the talent show. We want to give more opportunities to those talented kids and teens and young adults who have no idea where to go.
Mm-hmm.
You know that Hollywood has been changing and tremendously, and right now
Are you moving to Vegas?
the kids or
No,
the shows. Vegas is a very specific and special place. I think that more and more productions will be arising here. A lot of celebrities are moving to Las Vegas. A lot of influencers are moving to Las Vegas, and right now Hollywood is also changing. They're changing from the traditional type with studios, with traditional TV channels, to more on demand, and they have also more influence of the social media. Like instead of only having HBO or Universal in the movie theater, right now we have Facebook TV, we have Apple TV, we have whatever, right?
Yeah.
TV.
Mm-hmm.
So
Where social media shows TV.
correct. Right now it's an era of quality content,
Yeah.
and it doesn't matter if you live in Vegas or in Hawaii or anywhere else. If you have an idea and you create quality content that people would watch, you can make money everywhere.
And that's the producer and director and actor in Hollywood is talking.
I have a question, Victor.
Yeah.
So you're putting it out there that there's all these opportunities and ways to grow and ways to be seen and build your portfolio on yourself. How can they connect with you, and what links perhaps that we could share, if you can give that shout out so I know to plug it in and be able to share with other people, not just here in Nevada, but around the world that want to connect.
You could just use my Instagram.
All right.
Mostly people reach out to me via Instagram. I think it's the most active social media platform in terms of content and involvement of the audience. And yeah, mostly people reach out to me on Instagram, whether they are in Europe, in Africa, in South America, even people who are in China and they have VPN, they can also reach out on Instagram. So I mainly use that. Yes.
Yeah, it's funny that you were saying earlier about the changes. That's how you actually become famous. I was just reading this last night. It says internet celebrity. There you go. I think everybody is starting to get coded as internet celebrity, not just celebrity. What do you think about that?
Yeah, there's, I would say there are a little bit more divisions. There are film celebrities, movie stars, TV stars, which is a little bit different level. Or they could be both, because right now, there's a lot of money to make in TV and internet. Sometimes the internet celebrities, they could make more money than the actual film or TV stars. TV and movie stars, they're going online to get that audience as well. For people who have following, they have a little bit easier way to develop in traditional Hollywood because they have market. So when you are casted, they won't only look at your skills and your looks, but also if you have following. So everything is an asset. The way I think I posted a little masterclass on one of my social medias. It's not only about your skills as an actor. Everybody can go learn and go compete. It's about the value you bring to the project. And when you learn to think from a business perspective, when you learn to think, how does this director or this producer think about the project, see the bigger picture, and you can contribute, this is when they would pay attention to you. You could be a background actor, but if you help them to make the project better, you will be noticed and you will get a way faster and better development than if you just keep your very close-minded and only think about, okay, this is my role, this is my part, that's all, I'm just an actor.
Well, when you are making a movie, you have the director, you have the producer, you have the writer. How often you guys accept ideas from talents? Because sometimes that's what other people think. Sometimes is, we have those people who's doing their job. My job is just to act. So it depends how you actually accept other ideas from talent. So how often do you guys do that?
Again, it's not a standard. Every person, every director, and every producer has a different approach. And when I started in Hollywood, I experienced both. Now, I like to give my actors full freedom. I tell them, well, of course they are experienced, right? They understand, we're on the same page. That this is the script, but this is just a guidance. It's like a guide. It's a direction. Let's roll and create. Feel free to pivot. Give me something live. People want to feel something that is alive, not fake. Authentic, yes. And when we met with Nicole, first of all, I paid attention to her headshot, which was done in a very aggressive way. And when I see the character, it's completely different. So if Nicole would send me her headshot for that role, I would have felt differently than I felt when we met. And for example, for Nicole, if we have a role that really suits her, I don't think I would need to give her a script, because if it's a role of a police officer, for example, right, or something that she's a mother, yes, we just give her direction, and it will all come naturally, and that is what we like. We can have a few takes, but like my approach, I like to give freedom. I like to have natural reactions, which if you have everything strictly scripted might not go as well as
yeah, because that's becomes fake kind of thing if it's all scripted.
It is all fake.
Talking about being acted, I don't want to say fake because I don't want to. Well, my question is, you seen the Amber Heard's court actions. You know how she act in the
trial,
in the trial. What do you think about those?
I only saw it through this. All eyes are on her, so every little thing that you say and do is going to be critiqued by millions of people, not even thousands, like millions. I don't know. I'm glad I didn't have to experience that. I don't know what to believe or what not to believe. I'm sure there's more to tell you the circumstance that ended up with whatever was going on. A whole bunch more.
Yes.
I think they got to the meat and potatoes, and some of it got a little charaded. As I saw, I did see it on a TikTok. How would you guys?
I seen 3 YouTube, probably 30 minutes each. That's all I've seen, and I made my own judgment. I'm not even gonna say.
I don't even judge. I just moved on because that takes away from
conclusion
from my own life that's going on.
Yes.
I don't know what's going on there. That's a phone.
That's a phone
dance area. A little intermission.
Yeah.
But I did want to hit back up on what Victor was saying though, and what I've seen on these sets when I started last year.
Mm-hmm.
It has to do. I'm gonna speak a little louder. Is that okay? Make sure you're. I think when people have not just the acting skills, but the crew side, and maybe they have real life background of law enforcement, maybe a doctor, a teacher, a parent, they can utilize those skills to bring on set, and it's so much easier to find somebody that already has that in them than to train somebody in class that has never really fully applied it, has never really embraced it in real life. So that part's really hard. Or when I did read scripts on law enforcement, I was like, they didn't do their homework. They're talking about a detective in a police car. First of all, it'd be unmarked. There's just a different way of going about it. So when a script is done, make sure you're doing your homework too, because there's somebody that actually did live it. It wouldn't even make sense. They couldn't even want to be that character.
Did you actually kind of like give some ideas?
I gave some suggestions. There was something on another set that they're like, why would you have your gun out? We kicked down the door. It's a domestic violence. You have to have it's not like you're pointing at it, but you have it ready. You have it ready to contain, control, and communicate that situation. So there's all different aspects on it. However, I was very new last year, and I've been picking up, and so I am building the confidence to help contribute. You want to be an asset. So it's if somebody just wants to be an actor or actress, and they want to be famous, and they want to have all this money, that's clouded. That's already, they block themselves. There's so much work. It's so consuming. And a lot of people don't know where to start. So I was giving them like Julie Goldman. She does casting out here, or Basco. And there's, hey, if you can't volunteer to learn on a set then. Help out the students, student films at UNLV. Start somewhere. And sometimes you're not going to get paid. Sometimes it's going to be paid by learning. And it does come full circle. Eventually you build up that foundation, and you're able to outreach to other people that have been reaching out to me like, how are you doing this? How are you? But I shared it. We all climb up that mountain differently. I mean, my way might not be your way. It might not be your way. But we are figuring out on our own what helps us build and understand at a different level of being able to contribute back to these films.
That's really funny that you said that when you said your learning is like even though you don't get paid, you learn. The knowledge is power, and keep it. Take it this way. It's your, instead of getting paid, you're paying. You're by learning. You're not getting paid. That is your, what do you call it? That is your tuition fee. You know what I'm saying? That's your tuition fee.
Well,
you paid that tuition fee by learning.
I mean, especially starting off, there's everything. I mean, every set, there's going to be pros and cons, and there's going to be hiccups. And you're going to learn from them, and you're going to build your resume, your skills, and you're going to be able to where people are going to seek you out. They're going to be like, you know what? I've been watching you. I see what you do. I seen, or I was working with you on this other set. I seen what you did on there. Can you please, will you help me on mine? Will you be part of mine? And then eventually there will be pay. But learn before you earn. Is that how it works? Yeah, there's a motto.
Well, it's more of an investment. I would like to add a few moments to what Nicole was mentioning. When Nicole got the script and the way it was written was not as people of that profession would talk. The same thing is happening in Hollywood because of a lot of stereotypical thoughts. They make subcultures. So they have, for example, a Mexican actor playing someone from Argentina. For people who don't know the differences between cultures, they won't see the difference. But if this project goes to Argentina, that will be a collapse, right? The same thing with languages. We tried to bring everything authentic. That was the main goal of My American Family show, except of the family values. Everything has to be authentic. Mm-hmm. Mexican actress or actor would play a Mexican character because we can bring that out, that fire, that, a Chinese person, not an American-born Chinese. Not like they have a Kung Fu show on CW, which is a complete fast food of cinematography and TV, but an actually authentic person who gives this flavor, and so on and so on. So I believe these professional details or cultural or language, they're very important in this quality content creation. Now back to the second point which Nicole was making, and we just discussed it before going on air with you. There is a tiny line because this is business. And if you decide to contribute your time is the most precious, time and health, right? And yes, you're not getting paid because you have no experience, or it's your resume is blank, it's your probably first project to do. But make sure that it's not gonna harm your name. There are a lot of people who claim that they are filmmakers. And claiming that I am, it doesn't make me. So make sure you check the script. Make sure you check all the details. What are you tying your name with? And then talk to the people and see what is the business plan. For example, if I'm filming a TV show, as Nicole said, you check the background of the person. Has he or she done something? If yes, where is it? Film festivals or any of the networks? Who are the actors these people are working with? Ask about the budget, because a lot of people would text you, hey, I am looking for a partner, we have no budget. If you have no budget for a film, okay, don't pay me, I'm learning, I agree, but you have no budget, it's not going to be a good project. Mm-hmm. With all due respect to everybody, it's business, and you need a good professional to film. If a person is filming for free, I wouldn't want to be attached to that at all, right? Because you need a skill, you need it to look good, even if I'm working for free. So you have to have budget for crew, number one. You have to have budget for equipment, locations, so it doesn't look like it's a home video. I can make a home video myself with an iPhone. Like, why would I need to spend my time to build your idea, right? Because I have my own. Value your time and yourself. Everybody, a lot of people text me or email me, hey, I have this idea, can you perform it? I think I can. Nobody will invest in you because you think you can. Hollywood has thousands and thousands of people, and I'm just saying LA County, right? I'm not saying other counties, which like Orange County in California, with people with ideas or even prototypes of scripts or scripts. It doesn't mean that it will become alive and it will sell well. So yes, if you need experience, and be open to work for free, but also make sure that you check all those details. Where is it going? If you have this film, if they have no budget, who is gonna do the editing? Why are you planning this to film? What is your marketing and media plan? Because if you do publicity, I want my name to be in this, so I'm developing my name. I don't want to be in a film that is a failure, right? If you have no budget, 99% is going to be a failure. If people are telling you that, ask if you have celebrities attached, because this is what sells, one of the reasons. And if they say, yeah, that guy, he agreed, that's nonsense. Attached person is a signed document, at least a letter of intent,
Yes.
at least. So ask for that. You agree to contribute your time. You have right to ask for all these details. And also, like, if it's a project with continuation, like a TV show, like, okay, I would work for free for the first episode or for your pilot, with a scope that I will be hired for later. And this is the value I'm bringing. I'm not only standing with the light, but I can do this for you. So when I feel that this person takes my project as his or her own, he or she cares, of course I would want to work. Even if the person knows nothing, it's easier for me to teach this person how the process works actually, for real, not as they are taught in school. Before filming My American Family and the pilot, not the show, but the pilot, I interviewed almost 100 students. I could barely pick 2. After the pilot, I was okay. I need to think how to work with the kids, because the way they're taught at the schools, it's not the way it works.
So that's different. And it's especially in school nowadays, is not too disciplined, so you're gonna have to put them to the right direction and to do the right job.
Yes, teaching is one of the businesses. Let's be open and be real about things. Now we pay for that. We invest in order to learn some stuff. When actors just go and take classes, courses, coaching, whatever, it's like learning martial arts in a club without competing, without practical experience. Go film, understand what is you lacking, what is the thing that you're lacking, and go learn and go film again. So practice comes first. Practice learning. If you are just getting theoretical knowledge, I don't think it's going to get you that far. Schools also, like a lot of big schools, right? They have people who had some projects in the past, which means they are not hot on the market right now. You want to be hot on the market, so what can you learn from the person who is not? And also, it's a competitive industry. A lot of teachers, I mean, not thousands, but more than 2 that I know, told students, why would I teach you the real stuff? Because you can take my place, right? So look at James Cameron. Did he go to a film school? No.
Wow.
Look at the other professionals. Johnny Depp. Did he study to be a musician or actor? No, he just did on his own. School is a waste of time and money if you want to develop as a professional. If you have a plan how to use the school for yourself, maybe as a platform for networking, maybe, I don't know, check what kind of connections they have. Do they work with the studios? Maybe you can get internship at the studio, whatever. Then get to school. But if not, they will just offer you to film on a Red Dragon and go to a film festival, play a game of a filmmaker, not a real
That's really
world.
funny you said that because I don't have a background of hosting a TV show. I don't have a background in live streaming, in putting the camera, I don't have. Uh, I'm bachelor's in business management and business accounting. That's what I graduated. I used to be an executive of a big company, and I did all of this that you see right now here on social media shows through 6 months of going online, YouTube videos, researching,
Self-taught.
and then tried it for 2 years. Everything was in the beginning of my company. We have like 9 shows in the beginning. Everything, you don't want to watch it. The sound, the camera is so bad. Like you see the green screen, you can see all the black around them. It's crazy, and everybody was like telling me, you better quit. You don't know what to do.
Stay away from them.
I
I
know.
had that
I
happen
did.
too in this career field.
Yeah.
People reached out and they were like, "Oh, if it's frustrating for you, that maybe this isn't for you. You have to stay away from the people that are going to anchor you." And you brought up about the acting coaches. I went and sat through just one day. I'm not going to mention who. 30 people in there. 30 people. They're never going to get to everybody in that one day class. And someone raised their hand and was like, "Oh, how long should I take classes until I go on a set?" That guy told her a year. And if I would have done that, I would never have been on all these other sets that I was able to be on. So pay attention to what they're saying and why they're saying it. Because sometimes it's just money in their pocket and they just want the money and they're not really looking out for the best interest, which I'm
Or it
learning.
can be a challenge.
How would it be a challenge?
It can be a challenge because a lot of people tells me before that it will take you this much years to be able to do this, and I said, really?
They did say that to me too. They said about 8 to 10 years, and I go, "Do I get a senior discount?" I'm like, "Do I get that? Because that's what I'll be." I'm like, but I think it's being the right place, the right time. Preparation meets opportunity. So when you're preparing and you could step up, and I've seen people on sets because they're smaller, and sometimes you wear multiple hats. Learn to slate, learn to be a PA, learn to be grip,
Yes.
learn to market.
Yes.
Um,
Go learn around, the career or the project or whatever thing that you're trying to do. Go learn everything around it. If I put anybody on the back of the, if I assign people on every single aspect of my production, I know exactly what they're doing because
You learned it.
Yes, I
You
did
understand.
this. I put this together. If people will leave me, everybody will leave me. I don't give I don't want to say the word, but I don't care because I know how to build it again. You see, it's when you are an actress, if you learn from everything, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, then you will know when you fall, you know how to come back up.
Exactly. And you also learn how not to fall. That was my fun experience, which I would never want to experience again. I focused on, again, my background is business, right?
Mm-hmm.
Business development and branding. I believe that this is a very important major to learn. And then you can acquire other skills, right? I use 8 languages when I work. I didn't go for language program at the university, right? I knew because if you want to connect with a person from the other culture, you'd better learn the language, right?
Yeah, that's good for the one that you are producing right now, right?
Everything, for
Yes.
everything, any trade, anything. I've done different businesses in my life and still do, and that's my passion actually. And we're teaching the kids how to start and develop and run a business. And then I learned how to direct on my own. And then I hired the writer. And okay, this guy is not doing what I want. And then I hired the crew. And I knew the guys. And I trusted them, which was a big mistake. Learn all the stuff by yourself. Never be afraid of bringing coffee to a PA if you are a producer or a director. It doesn't matter. That's what I do. But learn everything. You have to learn about the cameras. You have to learn about the lens. You have to learn everything. So you will maximize the outcome of your budget. I could have filmed my pilot with 7 to 10 people crew, but I trusted the guys who I hired. So I had 33 people on set with 3 red cameras, and we overinflated everything. It was a painful experience, but I guess I needed it. So I could maximize my resources and work in efficiency. That's, I believe, the most important thing. And that's what they don't learn at school. At school, they learn how a studio will make a movie. You just do one job. I learned from Hong Kong. When a person does 10 jobs and is asking if he or she can help more. Because it's a one mechanism, it's one system. And only then it works. If you're saying, I'm only slating, I don't know other stuff, it's not my job, you most likely will lose that job. Everybody, they need to understand that the studios, they organized complex cameras. So they have 4 people working on one camera. All other stuff which is not necessary at all. So the families get the jobs to their circle. The film can be done way more efficiently and even better without so much of waste. So understand, what are you doing? You're not the studio. And even if I was the studio, which I plan to be, I would not waste. Why to make one film for 100 mil if I can make 5? The same quality, the same result. And of course, learn writing. If you want to get successful, like people like to use, like Nicole mentioned, rich and famous. Look at, for example, Sylvester Stallone. He didn't say that, hey, I'm just an actor. He did everything. And how he became the top, he wrote Rocky. He negotiated. So he's in the film, he's playing the lead. He's getting what he wants. And he wrote the script. So it wasn't just, I'm an
Many
actor.
hats. And people don't realize that either. They only see one and they're like, oh, well, that's what I'm going to do. That person has been wearing many hats for many years.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, we're going to go on a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about you. You said you were in China or Japan?
China, yes.
China. And I'm we're gonna discover something more, because I went and researched about yes.
You research about Victor?
Yes, I went.
Oh, do share, because I haven't done any research.
Movies that he made, and yeah, I was like, oh, okay, but we will check that out when we come back. We're gonna go on a quick break.
Stay tuned. I'm
Me
excited.
too. I'm definitely staying tuned.
Live streaming on social media is the best new way to interact and bond with your community. Do you love to encourage, motivate, and empower others, but you do not know how? Well, your opportunity starts with us on social media shows. We have 20 shows a week live streamed across the globe, with a reach of over 80,000 and growing. So you can host your own show, and you can be anything you want to be. So let's bring the community together, and let's bring the world to you. Join us now.
Traditional TV is going away. Hollywood is starting to fade. People are demanding real stories from real people. Our voices are now being heard in our own way. Podcasts, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok Live are becoming the norm. Internet TV has now reached the highest demand in human history. Social media shows is now the new media of the century.
We've reached the age of live streaming on social media shows. You may ask, we're already ahead of the curve, so why do you need to advertise with us? Well, only 8% of the businesses in the US are using digital advertising to grow their business. That's 2 percentage points short of reaching critical mass, which will lead to faster results. We have 20 plus shows with a reach of over 80,000. We'll give you commercial ads, website link, and connections to nonprofit organizations. So get your brand ready for digital monetization, for we are looking for sponsors, which will bring more traffic to your business and ultimately mean more sales. So let's bring the world to you. Inquire now.
Like cross without my shoe falling off.
We caught that. We caught that when you did that. Remember, we're live.
Yeah, I know. Like, let's see. Let's look. Make sure this is all. Oh, good.
All right, we are back with Nicole Vegas and Victor. I'm not gonna
Just
Say
Victor.
Say it again. No, say it. Say it, Victor Migalchan.
Migalchan.
Migalchan. Say it again.
Migalchan.
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 Yeah.
Migalchan. Do you hear that?
Just
everybody?
Victor.
Let's
Let's
spell
Victor.
it. Let's spell it Islam. Let's spell it Victor so that our viewers can find it.
Migalchan. Yeah.
Migalchan.
Yeah.
So Victor, Migalchan sounds like Chinese because the Chan in the end.
Actually, my last name is Romanian because my grandfather he was Romanian and my grandmother was Austrian. So it's not Chinese, but we can say, yeah.
I know that. I was just trying.
Yeah. My Chinese friends thought as well that it has Chinese roots.
Oh.
Obviously, Romanian people, they know it's, also because of the yen ending, Armenian people think that I'm related. So I'm a man of the universe.
But you actually spend a lot of time in China.
I did some.
I see all these movies on your profile, on your IMDb Pro, right?
Yeah.
So tell us, okay, so there's so much things, right? Now it's running, anyways, are you Kung Fu or kind of things, black belt or something?
I do have a black belt. I don't remember which store I bought it. We use belts to, hang our pants so they're not falling. Belts is a system which martial arts school created mainly in the US for the marketing. So you have some sort of structure and you know when to pay.
It's actually a money thing, huh?
Yeah. Like when you can get a black belt in 5 months, how they market the school. It's just nonsense. We spent at least 5 years training basics, which is not gonna bring you money if you are at school because it's boring, it's difficult, it's like you're killing yourself not literally, every training, and you train every day, you train at least 2 hours, maybe 3 hours. When I was getting ready for competitions, especially the international ones, it was 3 times a day trainings.
You compete. Do you know about this, Nicole?
I'm finding a lot of information today. A lot of information.
Yeah, so I do train martial arts, Chinese martial arts, Wushu, which in America is known as Kung Fu because of Bruce Lee. Kung Fu is a skill which you gain with a lot of time, practice, hard work, dedication, discipline. Poetry is Kung Fu, is mastering your skill. Hosting, acting, everything could be, right? If you are constantly practicing, learning, you're disciplined, you work hard, right? I do Wushu, which is known thanks to Bruce Lee or Jackie Chan, the Chinese martial arts. And we did film some stuff in China when I was there in 2017-18. We worked with 3 major TV stations. I've been promoting Chinese martial arts, authentic once again, not the Mug Dojo, right? For a very long time since I was in high school. And also it is connected to the culture. You can't learn how to throw a punch without understanding why the system was invented. Martial arts is is a school of learning about yourself, first of all. It's a school of building yourself how to be a proper human being. Martial arts is a power, your mental, your energetic power, your physical power, but it comes with responsibility. It was delivered from teacher to the student in order to protect people, in order to help people, because you know more. You are not a regular human. Your nutrition is different, your power is different, your everything is different. So this is what we promote so people can learn. And also then comes history, philosophy, and everything. And because the government knew that I was promoting these knowledge-getting opportunities, they invited me to different projects. First it was in Hunan with #1 channel on entertainment in China, Hunan TV. Then it was Guangdong TV in Guangdong, in Guangzhou, and then with Central Channel CCTV, they filmed a documentary.
Is that where you learn all your talent to become a producer and director?
No, I went there already with some sort of little name here, and I guess that's why they invited me, because I was not just another athlete. I was not just another culture lover, but I took it to the highest level, and I was promoting it already in Hollywood, not just in Europe. So they wanted to tell the story in China.
It's really funny.
I didn't know that about him. I was like, man, it's like lethal, but not lethal because you're responsible with.
Yeah. This is responsibility, and honestly, when I competed, because I wasn't trained as an athlete only, because the way athletes train to throw punches and compete, it's a little bit different. My shifu and then my next teachers, they taught me in a traditional way. Traditional.
Let me close that.
Yeah. Hold on, thought. I didn't know that all about you. That's a really something dedication and structure, and that changed your whole being and your behavior, everything. Mm-hmm. It's so crafted. It's so crafted.
Yeah, and it's also about mental strength, mental health, stress resistance, everything. I guess someone is calling to kick me out of the show.
No, this is good
the
stuff.
Businesses.
don't no haters today. We're gonna get seekers for learning and education and improving themselves and connecting to good people. That's what.
that is very important.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, this is good. I just didn't know that. I knew you did cooking.
I love
cooking. So I didn't know if that's part of it. Do you do the chopping with it?
Yeah.
You do? I'm going to have to pay attention because I like food. I don't know if everybody knows that. I pay attention to the stuff I like. Food, service.
I love food too.
Who doesn't?
I don't. There's people.
We should be doing some cooking for you on the morning show.
We can do that. This year we'll be releasing season 1 of a cooking show which we filmed last year, The Dragon Chef. You guys are welcome to check it later this year on Prime. And that again is a show which is connecting cultures, people. With all our differences, we don't have to fight. We can connect and do business together. And where would we talk about business? Of course, when we eat. The best time and place to talk about business.
Everything you've done, Victor. Oh my goodness. I mean, I didn't do all the checking. I mean, but you guys can. IMBD page and all his work with the kung fu fighting tied into the cooking. Is that how? How did you?
Well, that's.
Can we do cooking with kung fu fighting like?
You definitely can if that's your style. I would say I'm less entertaining. For example, if that was Jackie Chan, you would definitely have a lot of movements and tricks and stuff. I'm more boring. I'm talking just straight to the point, and but the goal of my stuff is to get the knowledge and the message to the people. And right now in this era of internet, you can double check and research. And I always tell people,
what I did to you.
Yeah, I don't ask you to come study with me. No, I'm not like the only one source. But if you go to a school and you study something, let's say martial arts, don't be lazy. Check it out online, how they do it. If you're studying karate, how they do it in Japan, actually. And what are you getting? If you study wushu or kung fu, check on YouTube how they study in China and compare to what you do. Are you really doing that, or you're doing some
Imitation,
imitation?
almost like
Yeah.
mocking.
Yeah.
It's not even legit.
Well, something that is not that is very legit. If you go on his IMDb Pro, you will see his abs and everything.
Oh well, that's because of discipline.
Yes.
And he has good form, and that's somebody that you'd want to connect yourself to because he shows a better way of doing and being, and education, which a lot of people, I think, they blind you and misguide you while they're taking advantage, and he is showing a better way of being in an authentic way, and he can back it.
Yep. Well, anyways, thank you about all the information that you just given us. I just want to actually turn to Nicole.
So me,
for
okay,
our-
after all that,
You've
okay.
been quiet in the
Well,
corner.
I've been listening. I'm paying attention. I hope everyone else is paying attention here because it's like it's a lot to take in. That's a lot of. I just, like I said, I just started in the acting last year, and I'm very fortunate that Victor had a workshop.
Is
I'm
that
not
when
sure
you
where
guys
you
met?
posted. That's
Yeah.
where I met him, but it was on. Is it what page was it on Facebook? That you connected to people to have that
Yeah.
workshop. Do you know?
It was some sort of actors community in Las Vegas. I can't really
I think
remember.
the filmmakers, actors, and filmmakers.
Maybe.
Yeah, it was something, and then I went there, and there's a whole group, and it was something because I kept on bumping into some people on other sets. On it's weird how the circles, your circles will always change though. That I notice in this industry, you'll never stay in the same circle if you're growing
Yeah.
and you're
How did-
learning.
How did you figure? Because you had a really
Different.
extensive resume with different type of careers. How did you figure out? When did you figure out that hey, I wanna act?
Last year, it was in February, and I wanted to do community service. I've been doing that for 10 years. That's something I've been consistent with. And then I wanted to have a platform to reach out to more people. And I didn't know anything about acting. And I went on Warner Brothers first set. They paired me with this really young guy. And I was like, is this a cougar scene? I was really confused. I'm like, I'm your mother's age. I go, ready to get fresh with me. But I'm going to hold your arm because I have no idea what he's telling me. Some spots, which is, blocky. I had no idea. And they're like, look over your shoulder. It was 12-hour set on Dre's nightclub. Freezing cold wind, freezing. And that was my first experience. They gave me a Taft-Hartley. And then I got to go back on their set, too. They all
Did
remembered
you have
me.
any stage fright before?
Right?
Yeah, like
No, because I didn't
like
know to be
camera-
afraid of anything. No, I didn't know anything. You know
Well,
what
when
I
a
mean?
person
You know
comes
nothing.
with military experience on
Oh.
set,
Oh.
you make them afraid of you, not they're afraid. You're afraid
Well,
of them.
only afraid if they're doing something wrong. When they're like, "Oh, you former cop," it was only a year. A lot of training though in that. So when something doesn't make sense, you just do a follow-up question, and then you ask, "Are you going to stick with that story?" I'm gonna get. That's an opportunity to change it. You don't have to turn into a scum to change your way. But there's stepping up. Being on time is not being on time. At least 15 minutes early is on time. So people are just struggling their way in.
Yeah.
And then I say I'm struggling with boxes. I'm struggling with something, and I just see people sitting there. Guess what? I don't want to work with those people. I like when people step up and help out. I mean, it takes a community
Yeah.
in this industry.
Yep.
And you want to be around people that aren't, how are you getting, or if you're hurting and you need some groceries, look up the Just One Project through Facebook and on Instagram. I'll be at the Hyde Middle Park School handing out food there. And then there's also Shade Tree that's on Monday. They need help with inventory. So if you find it in your heart or you have the time to volunteer, please do and sign up. Hope to see you there.
That's all. Well, I'm gonna
That's
actually
enough.
talk about before we go. Actually, I'm gonna talk about different events here in Vegas that's happening.
The events.
Yes, and I want to start with our this
The firemen that are having their
oops, there you
auction for the dates for the single women out there.
No, it's actually, I have the new album coming out for Whiskey Tenor. WhiskeyTenor.com, you can find their new album. It's actually a country songs.
Are they going to be here at all? Are they going to perform anywhere in Vegas?
Yes, they are actually going to perform at the McDonald's Ranch on Saturday, June 25th. Yes, I will be live streaming that actually. So
nice.
yeah, the tickets is, as you can see in your screen right now, it's running on your screen where you can get the tickets. And also, I would like to who is that next one? I'm sorry. I am the Duprees. Have you heard about the Duprees? The Duprees is actually playing at I believe it's, oh, I didn't get that. Never mind, I don't have it. And the Funk Jam is actually tonight, guys. Oops, I didn't.
Well, you could always put it in your comments.
Yeah,
So you guys-
the Funk Jam is yeah, I'm sorry, AJ, I forgot to actually transfer your flyer into my computer. So I just showing the Funk Jam logo right now. The Funk Jam is actually playing tonight. They play I believe it's 3 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing tonight at the Plaza Hotel.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah,
nice.
AJ. Oh, the Funk Jam is actually an improv band. So all these top performers or top instrumentalists here in Vegas, they are just meeting at one location, and they just jam.
Mm-hmm.
And they really are the best of the best in Vegas because they are the pianists of Zoe Bowie.
I haven't seen him yet. I have not seen him in concert yet.
Instrumentalists of Celine Dion, the Funkadelic, the like big band here in Vegas, big shows in Vegas. So they are the best of the best. Go and check them out at the Plaza tonight, and they also at the Backstage Billiards at Fremont. I don't have the full schedule, but they play 3 times a week on different locations, and their home base at the Sand Dollar. Yes, they are amazing.
I'm gonna check that out.
You better check them out. And also, we have Tony Arias actually is actually out with Keith Thompson on July. I'm sorry, it's June 25th. Oh, this Saturday
So
too.
there's a lot of things going on. I mean,
Yeah. And also Carpenter's Legacy are residency at the Mint by the Fremont. So they started in June 21, and they will be playing every Tuesday through Thursday. So 3 times a week from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. So go and check them out. They have been actually very supportive of social media shows. They've been here many times. And of course, this guy is the best one. He is a cast of The Days of Our Lives. He was a cast of The Days of Our Lives, Stefano Di Santo. You should meet him. He's amazing. Stefano Di Santo this Friday night, Entertainment Live with different show starts at 7, doors starts open at 6 p.m. So those are the places, and I hate to say that that's not cool when I already texted you. Stop texting me.
it's almost like you should have this for the beginning and the end of the segment.
I thought I turned it off, you know.
Yeah, my phone was in my stomach. You know, I didn't eat yet today.
Anyways, yes, so those are the events that's coming up. Please support them. They are all local entertainers. They're really big here in Vegas. The Carpenters actually is also going to Myrtle Beach this December. It's already out. So, yeah.
That should be fun. Yeah, there's a lot of events, so I'm hoping to at least check some of the ones that you mentioned out, especially with Zoe Bowie. 'Cause
Yes.
cool.
So yeah, they are all in town. So
That's fantastic.
it's fantastic. Well, where they can find you again?
Just social
Victor?
media on Instagram. You can text me Victor Migalchan. Again, it's very easy. Or if you can find, just Google, and Google will give you all the links.
Yes, that's what I did. Just Google it.
Yeah.
And how about you, Nicole? Nicole?
Just like Nicole Vegas on Facebook, but I'm more interested in just connecting people to each other that need it. So are you ever going to do a cooking show, say, here in Vegas?
I do have plans to transfer productions to here. I'm interested to see how people work here, mainly actors, right? I had great experience meeting Nicole, and
We can do an audition. You know what I mean?
we could do all the auditions, yes.
Sample, you know, I'll help contribute to the
But the shows which are for kids, teens, and young adults, Life Academy, it's an educational reality show, or our upcoming on-air talent show, everybody can send their submissions.
Where they can send it?
We work with ITDM agency, so it will be submissions at itdmagency.com. Your headshot, your portfolio, and then a clip of your performance, whether you're a stand-up comedian or a dancer or a singer, whatever talent you do, and then the representatives of the agency will reach back to you.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming back once again, and I
you.
hope to have you guys back in the future. But anyways, thank you so much for all the viewers out there. Thank you so much for supporting Rise and Shine. And we will be back on Friday with Chris Cook and I believe Serena Anderson. We're going to be talking about real estate on Friday. And of course, we're going to have Chris Cook, who is a stand-up comedian, will be doing some of his jokes. And after this show at 2 p.m. today is, I believe it's gonna be the last episode of Let's Talk World, because we are transitioning into a brand new show called Undiscovered. It's almost the same thing, but it's more fun. So thank you so much, viewers. Thank you for all your support, and we'll see you guys again soon.
Only Cherokee brave. In the Smoky Mountains lies a sacred bell.